Hello, Keto family. Welcome back. Today you are in for a real treat. We're going to be making mini blueberry cheesecakes. Fair warning though, these guys are really addictive. If this is your first time with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss upcoming videos. Let's get started, guys. Alright guys, so before we get started today, as a reminder, everything I'm using today is going to be listed down in the description below, and then at the end of the video will be a nutritional card that has a breakdown so you know what you're getting yourself into and eat these little sweet treats. Also, the link for where I found this recipe from will be down in the description. I got it from Low Carb Yum, and this was a kind of a whim. I made this recipe with my daughter yesterday, and she's out of school right now with all the people trying to be safe and keeping the kids out of school, and so I'm like, well, it'd be fun for us to make something up together. Oh my gosh, we destroyed the entire batch in one day between all the three of us, but they're so delicious. So I really want to share this recipe with you guys, okay? Now I'm using my stand mixer today. If you don't have a stand mixer, of course, you can always use a hand mixer as well. And we're gonna get started. I got 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese here for a total of 16. It has been softened. Now, I didn't take the time to soften mine on the counter today. I did kind of soften it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. So it's always an alternative if you forget to put your stuff out of the fridge. Alright, we're just going to beat that cream cheese for a minute or two until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Alright guys, now I've got that cream cheese beaten down nice and creamy. I want to add 2 eggs. Our sweetener, I got a 1/2 cup of granular monk fruit. You can use whatever sweetener you prefer. Especially in cheesecake though, I like the monk fruit. I like the sweetness it has. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Alright, we're going to mix all that together again. Alright, those are all mixed together. Now we're just going to scrape down the sides and the bottom to make sure everything has been incorporated into the mixture. Sometimes with cream cheese you'll find that little bit left on the bottom. Alright, that is all mixed down. I'm just going to transfer this to the other bowl so you can more easily see what's going on here. Alright, now that you can see what I'm doing, I got about a cup of blueberries here. Mine might have been slightly over just because it's the last of the package. I'm reserving a couple back, not very many. We're just going to gently fold these blueberries in. Alright, and here I have muffin tins already lined with little papers. I get 2 pans, each have 6 holes, so I'll be making 12 altogether. And now this is the real simple part. You're just going to scoop it carefully into the hole. This does get a little bit messy. Yesterday I had these cream cheese, or cheesecake was covering the top of these pans. That was a beast to clean. Alright, so I'm going to scoop them into each one. There you go, so you can see. This recipe is so quick and so easy. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but cheesecake is actually my kryptonite. It doesn't matter keto, not keto. If you put cheesecake in front of me, 9 times out of 10, I will inhale it. So this was especially great find for me. All right, now that these are all filled, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap this down to kind of smooth them off a little bit. And the same thing with this one. Now the reason I reserved a couple blueberries is that when I made this, last time I made this, I found that some of these seemed to be a little skipping out on the blueberries. They didn't quite go evenly, so I kept these blueberries because on some of these that looked like they just didn't get quite as many blueberries, I pop them in on the top just so that I can make sure they all got the yummy goodness in them. Plus it's just really pretty to have the blueberries on the top. And there we go, these are all done. Alright, so I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees. These are supposed to cook for 20 minutes, however, I found mine actually cooked for closer to 30 minutes yesterday. You want them to cook until they start to very lightly brown on top and they're set in the center. So when you jiggle it, you'll see that they're pretty firm. So I would start checking yours at 20 minutes and mine did take 30. Alright guys, I'm gonna pop these in the oven and I'll be right back and let y'all know how long they actually cooked for today. Alright lovelies, these just came out of the oven. They cooked right at 30 minutes, just like I thought they would. Now these always, once you take them out of the oven, every time I've made them, they tend to fall a little bit in the middle. that's not a problem. They taste just amazing. I've tried cooling them off slowly in the oven to try and minimize that. No luck, but they are absolutely terrific. You see these guys? They're beautiful. They just started to brown just a little bit on the top and spots, which is what we want. So after the 20-minute mark, just keep checking them every few minutes, okay? Now we're gonna let these cool down because they are way too hot to handle right now. And then once they've cooled off, what I do is I put them in the refrigerator and let them chill in the refrigerator for an hour or two, and then they're just perfect to eat. Just like any other cheesecake, they do need that little bit of time to cool off and chill, okay? Now I know some people like to have a little bit of crust on the bottom of their cheesecakes. This recipe didn't call for it, and I thought about adding it on my own, but decided against it, mainly because the more you add to a recipe, the more carbs you're adding to it. And you know, crust generally involve a little bit of almond flour, and then you raise your carb count. These, in my opinion, are perfect just like this. There are other ones I will try that do have crust on them, but I wanted to leave these just like this. I did think about adding lemon extract to these and having some blueberry lemon cheesecakes, but in the end I didn't. But you can really do anything you want to these. A cheesecake is perfect no matter what you do to it. It's still delicious. Guys, I hope you had fun with me today. I hope you learned something. You gotta try these out. Alright guys, I'll see y'all next time, okay? Bye.